Hi, and welcome to a Regent Ramas recording. I've got my coffee with me. Very important. Today I want to talk about the keyhole neckline. And keyholes come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes. Here I've got one drawn out as a template. What I do is I just decide how large I want my neck hole to be based on the neck of the person. The average adult male is going to be about an 8-inch diameter. The average adult female is going to be somewhere between 6 and 7. That gives you a little bit of looseness around the neck, as well as giving you access to actually put the key slot in the front of your template. So here I've got it drawn out, and what I want to do is I'm going to take the template that I've drawn out on cardboard or paper. I'm going to transfer that to my fabric. Now, as you can see here, I'm actually working on the wrong side of the fabric. This is the side of the fabric that doesn't get seen. This is the side of the fabric that's going to be buried. I'm going to draw my entire keyhole using this fabulous piece of technology. This is actually a chalk pen. The chalk pen works just really simply. It's got a piece of chalk inside, the kind that you would see at school, used for chalkboards. You can get these at like Staples or Grand & Toy or anywhere that you find like office supplies. You can usually find these. In order to, sorry, I lost it. In order to use one of these, I used to take the chalk and I sharpen it, either on my hand, a piece of cardboard, or a strip of paper, so that I have a nice fine line on the one side as I'm going to go and do my drawing. Marking out the template, I want to make sure that I mark out both my horizontal and my vertical centers. This line here is actually the center of the shoulders, and this line here is the center of the chest. As you can see, I've already pre-designed a really deep cut in this one, so that when I go to sew it, it'll actually cut down the front of the chest fairly far. This is for a man in our park. I'm drawing on the wrong side of the fabric so that the right side of the fabric can be exposed. Ta-da! It's a beautiful piece of fabric. Follow along with me as we take this over to a tunic that I'm currently working on. Once you have the keyhole neckline cut out from the fabric, it's really easy to line it up on your tunic. The trick to this is simple. Do not sew on your tunic until the keyhole is in place and sewn in. It's much easier to place a keyhole on a tunic before you put on sleeves or trim or any other type of embroidery. You want to make sure that that keyhole gets sewn onto flat fabric. This tunic here is actually cut so that I have two pieces, one inside the other. The shoulder then becomes an unseamed section. All I have to do now that I have this all sewn up is that I'm just going to line up my chalk lines to the top of the shoulders on my tunic. I'm going to line up the center point of my keyhole neckline to the center point of my tunic here, and I am going to pin this sucker down on the front side of the tunic. Then I'm going to separate the tunic like so, and I'm going to pin this down on the back side of the tunic. So essentially you have a large flat surface. Let me show you. Here's my tunic. I've used my chalk pencil to mark my tunic center here. I've got my keyhole neckline, and I'm going to line that up with the center of the tunic there, the shoulder piece here, and I'm just going to double check my center line on the inside underneath my keyhole neckline there. I'm going to sew wrong side to wrong side. So I'm going to sew this with the wrong side facing up on the wrong side of the tunic. That means that the beautiful inside part is going to be exposed on the beautiful outside part of my tunic. This is how you set up a keyhole neckline. There it is, just like that. Thanks so much for joining me on a Regent Ramas recording. I'll see what I can do about showing you how to stitch this later. Take care. See you next time.